Hello and welcome back for 2023. I was just lamenting with the staff how it did seem like Christmas was just yesterday, and now back at work, completely back at work. I've done, excuse me, 10-hour days, all 3 days, well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Thursday. So I expect to do another 10-hour day today. And I tell you what, I'm feeling it. I put on a little bit of festive weight, and so I've been hitting the gym and pounding the pavement with running. So they've been big days, but I'm very energized actually, and getting through a lot of work. And from a planning perspective, am very happy with not only where we got to in 2022, but where we are going in 2023 and how we've started, and really where that engine has started to tick over. And I'll talk about that toward the end of the video. I did want to touch on the fact that we are very excited to be looking to move into the United States. It is something that we've been looking for some time now, and we're very proud of the business that we operate. The independence of the end product that we deliver to you, our client, is very much driven by the back-end intellectual property. We're not reliant on any one staff member to deliver the work to you, which means that we can monitor work going through our system to ensure that it has the highest possible output for you, and that we're always looking at the leading edge in terms of what is available in market. And as you might imagine, because of the economic conditions that are present within New Zealand at the moment, this is very, very important. Cutting costs or lowering costs by making sure that your ad spend is correctly placed, but also future-proofing your business to make sure that when the opportunities do come, that you are in the best possible position to take advantage of those. And so with that model, and initially it wasn't to expand to the United States, it very much was about delivering results for our clients. Excuse me. But as we have built the model, and we did that on Microsoft, and we're very fortunate to have partnered with Microsoft, we use their entire Power Apps stack. And as I allude to in my written memo in the email that is sent, I do recommend that you talk to your project manager and ask them to show you what the Romulus app, which is the output app for the project managers. There's a version for our operations and a version for our project managers. Project managers also includes quotes and their total clients. But it's a window into the bigger program of work that we deliver. And it's all about productivity. It's all about removing errors and allowing our team to spend more time on your accounts to really drive into that strategy, rather than it just being admin here, admin there. We want to eradicate admin. Admin is a redundant and regressive time waster. And so we're really proud about how we've gotten forward. Excuse me, a little fly in my throat. Nevertheless, we did have that parallel goal. We sort of figured we could get to that franchise level, and we really are there now. And it is because of the model that we run and the framework that we have, and also the fact that we have a distributed labor force. So our staff are, roughly speaking, half in Manila and half in Auckland. Our Manila-based team work fully remotely, and our New Zealand-based team currently have 1 day work from home, but we will be increasing that flexibility this year. And that's because the monitoring that our management and our mid-management have over our team, the productivity, the output, and obviously the delivery to you, the client, is spot on. And we've got some really strong mechanisms to ensure that we know where a project is at, and that all parties are collaborating on it to ensure the best possible result, which normally is more revenue and more leads. So we feel that we will be really well placed to start to get into the United States. It's not going to be easy. It's not waving a magic wand. It is boots on the ground, very early morning starts for me, because of the time zone differences. And in time, my family, my children, my wife, and I will be moving to the United States. So that's we'll see where we get to with that. That's just very much a timing issue. So with regard to the sort of the meat and potato of the products of the work that we should be looking to do for you this year, obviously Google Analytics 4, GA4, will probably be the biggest release for Google. They'll probably play a little bit of catch up with the AI, and I'll talk about ChatGPT and OpenAI in a moment, but I imagine that they will be looking to implement a little bit more around that. But for businesses, it's the meat and potatoes, right? You shouldn't be looking to integrate all these new whirly-gigs. And what I would say, unless you absolutely need a new website, it really should be about marketing and not sinking capital cost into something that might not necessarily generate you a return. Obviously, if there's a generational requirement to upgrade infrastructure, then yeah, invest in that. If you put capital aside to do it, then absolutely invest in that. But for the majority of our clients, it really should be about ad spend, making sure that your cost per lead is not growing at the very least, that the total number of leads that you're getting in is consistent with where things have been historically, that you're looking at your competitor analysis rather than just saying to yourself, hey, actually things have gotten more expensive for me and I'm dropping leads. Is that the market? And make sure that you're making decisions based upon market sentiment and extracting opportunity. If you see that other people are leaving the market, it's getting more expensive, then maybe you can capitalize on that. If you are looking at removing keywords that are unnecessary and adding them as negative keywords, you might depress that monthly cost whilst increasing the number of leads that you're receiving. So that's really important, as is the targeting and retargeting of e-commerce clients. So shopping ads, really honing those down, but having email marketing, making sure that you have cart abandonment, making sure that you're looking at on those shopping cart pages, where are the hurdles coming in? And we have all this information for you. You just need to talk to your project manager and look to see how you can put in a strategy. And that is very much, I think, the focus of the year for the sort of intermediate to larger clients. I would suggest that server-side tagging is important. I think that as time goes, you want to own the data wholly, and the migration from Universal Analytics to Google Analytics 4 has meant that there is a restriction in the number of calls that you can make into the analytics account. It also means you need to configure it through a deeper strategy to create events that are relevant to your business, so that you can make decisions and analyze information that truly is going to move the needle in terms of revenue leads to you. The server-side tagging means that you've got the data housed in a Google Cloud account, and you'll be able to massage that data far more so. And as I said, Google's highly likely to release an artificial intelligence program similar to OpenAI. And that information, if you can run that over your data and extract demographic trends and extract where the best margin for a particular SKU is, or a particular location for you, or a particular campaign type, is going to set you apart. Not only will it mean that during a recessionary period that you get through, it means that on the other side, you're really in a strong position to capitalize upon the market. And that's what we are here to do. So please engage with your project managers around future-proofing and what can be done in your particular ad stack, in your particular digital stack. Now, probably the main reason for watching this is for me to talk about ChatGPT. I did allude to that in the email, so I will do that now. The first use case that I came across for ChatGPT was a young landscaper who was dyslexic. And when replying to client inquiries about coming and doing some work on their land, would respond with grammatically incorrect sentences, with spelling issues, with truncated phrasing, and it looked a little bit lacked professionalism, if you will. What the gentleman who created the integration with ChatGPT was able to do was reword the emails on behalf of the landscaper to professionally and succinctly say, "Hi, Mary, absolutely love to come and do your job at 14 Acme Road in Glendowie. The standard price for this will be $40 per hour. If you don't have any issue, I'll see you at 10 a.m. on Monday morning. Kind regards, John." Or however it went. And it's dynamically doing that. It's dynamic. My watch is going off. It's dynamically responding to those emails because the AI is able to read the Outlook inbox. Just one of the use cases. So that's helpful for people with learning difficulties. When the staff came back this year, I said to them, look, start using ChatGPT, start integrating it into the way that your workload operates. And so already this year, one of our project managers has used it to create some base level copy. Just on that, I wouldn't just use ChatGPT to create the copy. You do need to run a human touch over it. Google has already said that they're going to look to de-rank artificially created copy. Nevertheless, it does help to get the movement going and put some content on a website at a base level. Another staff member needed to explain a complex Google product. And so they asked, please explain whatever it was in simple terms in less than 60 words, and it was able to be done. And yet another staff member wrote a updated text ad and amended it slightly so that could be put into the client's ad account. So some really practical day-to-day use cases. I personally have used it over a number of different ways, but I did use it to write my radio scripts. I've done 10 of the radio scripts for the next 10 months for our wonky monthly tips. And I asked it to explain the product that I asked for. So let's say I was talking about ChatGPT, explain ChatGPT in less than 50 words. And it gave me the answer to that within seconds without the need really to edit it at all. And so that normally would have taken me 5 hours to do those scripts. Took me about an hour and a half. And so just amazing that I was able to save that time. But those are all just like simple productivity hacks, right? Easy stuff. But I think it's really important to understand that this is going to disrupt the entire economy. We're talking about a lot of white collar jobs that are going to go. Insurance brokers, lawyers, accountants, administrative staff, project managers, you name it. If they're sitting at a desk working on a computer, it may well be that a machine could do it faster, better, and be working 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Now, the way that we're looking to do it, because we already run the Microsoft stack, our entire program of work is very well developed now, and Microsoft has just purchased OpenAI, and so they've opened it up to all parties to be able to gain access to. So our developers are already building in the API connections within our model to ChatGPT. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to amend our tasks. We run 600 individual tasks that are used to create a project plan for you. So they will be integrated to see where we can get better utility. And about, as it would be 80-20 rule, 20% of our 600 tasks represent 80% of the output. So how can we improve those tasks? But for the long term, we really want to make the insights team, as the project managers that you work with, we want to make those insights that much better. And so it's a sort of a dual speed type effect. On the first hand, what we'll be doing is we will be training our model to read the last 12 years of emails that have been curated for our business. We'll get it to read the last 5 years of our Slack and Teams messages. We'll get it to read all of the project plans and the files that we have contained on behalf of clients. And then we will be able to give answers to our clients in a natural language way, in the same way that a project manager now would give you an answer relevant to your project. OpenAI connects with Google Cloud. And so what we'll be doing with Google Cloud is that we will be integrating that in with the data sets that are available within your analytics and ad accounts, so that when you ask our AI what you have done in the last 12 months, we will be able to give you, okay, your total spend has been this, the total revenue that you've generated is that, the total number of conversions that you've received is this. And then you'll be able to say, okay, well, what is that compared to other businesses in my industry? What is that when compared to all businesses that Wonks manage? And then we're really driving dynamic, instantaneous results that are going to allow for you to drive your business faster and further than any of your competitors. And this isn't a pipe dream. This isn't me talking about it. This is our developers are already working on these API integrations, and we've already spent the last 2 years building our stack. It all is there. We can index all of that information. I don't know how long it's going to take. But as it was with our development path for the model, we were able to release it in 4 months, and it took us a full 2 years to complete it. It may be the same. We're able to implement AI into our workflows within 4 months, and it takes us a further 18, 20 months to get to a full use case. Nevertheless, this is going to blow the world up. I hope in a positive way, but I'm sure that you can read between the lines as to what this might mean for our workforce and for our economy. And if you're not otherwise using ChatGPT, and it won't be free forever. It's free for now, but they want to train and they want to get people hooked on it, but it will have a cost for us with the API. There is already a cost. There are a couple of different models in there. DaVinci is the natural language model that we would use to train for customer service purposes. The other side of it, if you're not using AI, definitely look at that, but Power Platform, Power BI, the Power Automate, that's how we've built our stack, Azure, Web Jobs. This will just revolutionize the way that you work, and it's going to be the way forward. So if you want to ask questions about it, I'm more than happy to have a conversation, because it is deep and penetrative and super exciting, and well, it is for me anyway. So if you are interested, then please get in touch. The final thing I want to say is about 2023. Look, toward the end of last year, our leads dried up, and the phone was off the hook. And I did wonder whether or not that was going to continue into 2023. It didn't. We are back at it. Leads are coming in. People want to move the needle. People are taking the approach that you cannot be responsive to market conditions. You need to attack. You need to be in there. You need to make a plan and execute and go and just strangle the opportunities are out there and have it in your quiver, right? You want to be the winner. And there's always going to be business available. There's always going to be people in market looking to move, looking to grow, any number of things. And so it's still there for the taking. You just want to reach your hand out and go. That's my advice. And again, more than happy to have a conversation with any of our clients about that, because I'm excited. I'm pumped. I think that, we really have a bright future ahead of us. There's a lot of things to do. Obviously, it is sort of my second week back fully, and I might be a little bit jaded by mid-Feb, but I've got a couple of long weekends, short weeks coming up. So hopefully I can push that boat out further. But lots of exercise, lots of camaraderie with the team. They are absolutely smashing it. They've come back energized and doing a great job. So if you've made it this far, and I don't know how long this video is, probably 10 at least minutes, thank you. Look forward to working with you. Smash it out, and have a fantastic rest of the day.